All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dublin Shamrocks. This will be fielded at the 6, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guy. Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
I can't believe we let you play. I can't believe it.
They'll run on first down. Moon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. It's complete to Hopkins. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Hey, box truck.
2nd and 4. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 5'4". Mike 5'4".
Hey, Zoo.
from the gun on third down. McGregor, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And an Eagle first down.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Smooth. X3. 218. Chop it. Sneak them.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
60 or. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will have a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Moon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Go, 18 Gator. I'm coming for you, mine. 5.
On first down, Moon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go, go.
51's the mic.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McGregor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. McGregor. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
30 base. Hey, Charlie, get it.
On 1st and 10, McGregor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Five.
He's not going to get me.
80 weapon.
54. Mine's 50. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, McGregor. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're not ready for this, man. Hey, Orbit. They're still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McGregor. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Pretty move. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Now And we'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 5, and his throw is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And he comes back with one complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They can't hang with us.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Bandit.
Ready.
From the gun, McGregor. Campbell making the catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Looking to throw. McGregor. Catch made here by Campbell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4.
Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, high 7. Now.
Back to throw. McGregor out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McGregor buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Watch 54, watch 54. Check right, check right. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. McGregor. And an alley to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Get it.
A final shot before break. McGregor looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. McGregor. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. McGregor throwing the out route and complete. That's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready? 8, read.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Go, go. Fire.
To throw on second down. McGregor over the middle. He'll get it to Harrison. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ready?
On 4th down, McGregor nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
On the set.
51's the Mike.
Come on. Hey, echo. Let's see what you got. Now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down and inches. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. McGregor with a catch made by Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Set 50, plant.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Hey, Che, orbit.
57, exit, exit.
Hit it.
From the gun on third down, McGregor. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards through the air and a first down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On third down, McGregor. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Second and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, 6-6-2.
Looking to throw. McGregor. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 4th down, McGregor. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Get him. Hey, high 7. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, go.
From the gun, McGregor got an open man. That's Campbell. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Leo. Smooth. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 30 base.
Hey, come on, yo. Check.
80 weapon. Big grip.
They run again with Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. McGregor. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
On the ready.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines lines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Mike 5-4.
All day, baby, all day.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Smash.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to maneuver. 30. 10. Touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. McManus now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Eagles go for first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm